Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Pinarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're all having a great start to your Friday. The Diatribe, the local nonprofit here in Grand Rapids, is working on unveiling the third installment of its 49507 art project, which looks to change people's perspectives specifically on the Garfield Park neighborhood. And here to talk a little bit more and give us some more insight on that art project and the Diatribe itself, we are now being joined by two key members of the group, Fable and Lanati. How are you both doing today?
Really good.
Yeah, no, thank you both for joining us. We really do appreciate it, especially on this Friday. You know, weather's starting to pick up a little bit, so definitely appreciate you guys staying inside and being able to talk to us. But first, you know, we want to kind of give a little bit of background on both the Diatribe and also the 49507 project. What exactly is, I briefly explained it, but maybe you both could kind of go more in depth about what the project's trying to do and really what the nonprofit group is really trying to focus on here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, so the 49507 project is really an art project that's rooted on making our neighborhood look like we live here, you know? A lot of times when you think of the southeast and southwest sides of Grand Rapids, you hear about gun violence, you hear about disinvestment, you hear about lead poisoning, you hear about how our schools are closing, but you don't often hear about how rich and vibrant the community is. You don't often hear about how incredibly united our local businesses are, how incredible the food is, how beautiful the community is. And the project is really all about amplifying that. It's doing art by vibrant community members on businesses that are a reflection of them, on businesses that are reflections of the school around us. And it's really about creating art that is steered by the community, for the community. And that's really what the project is all about. And it's a project unlike any other art project in the world because it has a virtual component that when you scan it, it shows you the history of how the neighborhoods were formed. And you get to listen to the business owners talk about the neighborhood, and you get to hear what the artists learned in community listening sessions. And that's done by an incredible company called Carnivale. And my late wife, Nika, is the one who came up with the idea of that component.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, and it's a great organization, really great idea, just all around trying to promote everything here in Grand Rapids. I do kind of want to switch a little bit over to these two new murals that are going to be going up in honor of that third installment of the 49507 project. Lanati, I know you're one of the artists, one of the ones that are going up at Ebenezer Bakery Market and Restaurant. Could you talk a little bit about how you were kind of approached into doing it and sort of maybe the inspiration you have into creating this mural?
Yes. Well, basically, one of the members of the organization reached out to me and she kind of had to chase me a little bit because I was more like in my own little artist bubble. I was like, I don't know, this could just be one of those things where people just kind of like talk to me and waste my time, and I'm not about it. But after several times to try and reach out to me, she was like, you really might want to like look into this. I'm not trying to play with you. So this is a really good opportunity for you in this community that you're a part of. So we did a Zoom call. She kind of, both Fable and Candy kind of explained what the process would be like and what it would entail and what they're about. And it all sounded too good to be true at first. As an artist, you get to do all of this. Not only do you get to be a part of something very, very, very impactful and beautiful, but you also get to put your work out there and just enjoy being really integrated in the community. And that's something really special to me as an artist. So yeah, this will be my first big project like this, which is amazing, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's very, very, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Right. Were you nervous at all about maybe getting started? Or, you know, you talked about maybe having, you were nervous, yeah?
Yeah, but it's a good nervous. Everything is supposed to be like that, you know?
Right.
If you're not nervous, it's not, you know, you're not supposed to be doing it. It's supposed to be a little bit scary. Mm-hmm. So,
right.
But
no.
I'm ready for that.
Right, exactly. And what's sort of maybe the time frame on these? I mean, I know that, you know, murals can take, you know, forever really to create, to try to get that full element that you're really going for. Do you have maybe a time frame on when yours might be ready at Ebenezer?
Do you want me to dive into it a little bit?
You can if you'd like to.
Yeah, so there's a little process. So just yesterday was the first listening session. It was the Spanish listening session. It was done at El Globo. We had two incredible community members, Leslie Orduna and Javier Cervantes, which led that session. And they soaked in all of what community members wanted to see in the art. And all of that information is going to go to Lenati. And then the second form is going to be Lenati meeting the owners of Ebenezer's and them getting to know one another really well. And then after all of that, that's when Lenati gets to use her creative control and her magic to then bring to life what everybody is pouring into this piece. And that's when Lenati will take it from there.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no, definitely. We're very excited to see more about these murals. I know this is the third installment of this project, but I do kind of want to mention, Fable, you talked a little bit about those listening sessions, and there is another one coming up, and so I kind of want people to know a little bit more about them if they are more interested in possibly checking it out, and maybe how other ways they can get involved with the project and also the Diatribe.
Yeah, so it's sold out. So I'm sorry for your luck. The way that we do things is the way that I think a lot of organizations in the city should do community outreach. So we pay everybody who comes to the listening session $50 each via Visa gift cards, because community members' time is important and it's valuable. And I believe that if more organizations did that, more people would trust the institutions around us. So our listening session spots move pretty quick.
Right.
That listening session is going to be next week. And people would like to get more involved with the project, though, around Lenati's piece in September, and around the other piece that's going to be absolutely incredible, that you can find more information about on our website, thediatribe.org. We're going to be doing a huge community unveiling and a huge party. So anybody who's looking at this, if you want to come celebrate the art, celebrate the business, come have fun, have a blast, bring your kids. It's family friendly. Here's some of our youth poets perform. If you really want to help, come into that unveiling and sharing information about the 49507 project, looking up Lenati on Instagram, following her work, supporting her as an artist. That's the best way that you can support this project.
Right. No, excellent stuff. And I do appreciate you linking back to the website again for people that are interested in learning more about the Diatribe and also the project and these mural unveilings. We do have information over on woodtv.com that links you directly to all the information you need over there. So if you're watching us on Facebook, you can find that link, of course, in both the description box and in the comments section. Fable and Lenati, thank you so much for joining us on the live desk today. We really do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
You as well.
Peace.